Hi there. It's March 19th and time for Proverbs 19. Good stuff. Okay. First one, better a poor man who lives with integrity than someone who has deceitful lips and is a fool. Right? It says over here, walketh in his uprightness. Right? Sometimes we'll take this word and we will look it up. Integrity is defined as the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change, right? It involves a consistent and uncompromising adherence to ethical values and is often seen as the opposite of hypocrisy. Integrity is crucial in both personal and professional contexts, as it fosters trust and respect. In essence, a person with integrity is someone who is truthful and can be trusted. There you go, see? Integrity. Right? Even zeal is not good without knowledge, and one who acts hastily sins. Hasty with his feet. Without knowledge, the mind is not good. Yeah, zeal. You know, people that are all, and they haven't done any research and they even don't know what they're even protesting. But this guy's giving me $100, right? Mm-hmm. One who acts hastily sins. Okay, 3. A man's own foolishness leads him astray, yet his heart rages against the Lord. Anytime you see people get in trouble and they blame God, how could God let this happen? Well, it was your own foolishness and your own poor decisions. But they blame God. Or wealth attracts many friends, but a poor man is separated from his friend. Right? Are they really friends, though? Huh? Right? Are they really friends if when you have money, they're your friend, but when you run out of money, they're no longer your friends? Right? Those are people that just like to party. 5. A false witness will not go unpunished, and one who utters lies will not escape. Right? Sooner or later, they all get caught, and your house of cards will come crashing down. Because you can't tell just one lie. Right? You have to keep telling lies to cover up the lies you already told. 6. Many will seek a ruler's favor, and everyone is a friend of one who gives gifts. Right? That's true. It's true. You always get the attention if you bring a gift with you. Is that good or bad? Well, it could be either one, right? 7. All the brothers of a poor man hate him. How much more do his friends keep their distance from him? He may pursue them with words, but they are not there. Right? When you have nothing to offer people, a lot of people don't want anything to do with you. All right? They don't want true friendship, love, and camaraderie. They just want you for what you have. Is that kind of friend you want? Not me. There's a note there. Uncertain. How much more will his friends depart from him, though he be insistent with words? They will not. 8. The one who acquires good sense loves himself. One who safeguards understanding finds success. Right? Let's highlight that one. Okay. One who acquires good sense, a heart, loves himself. One who safeguards understanding finds success. Loveth his own soul, it says over here. 9. A false witness will not go unpunished. One who utters lies perishes, dies. Okay? How did it say up here? A false witness will not go unpunished. One who utters lies will not escape. So yeah, there you go. No, it's the same words, but he says they won't escape, and then over here it says they will die. Okay? A false witness. Luxury is not appropriate for a fool, how much less for a slave to rule over princes, right? Have you ever seen poor people when they suddenly get a whole lot of money? They go out and buy all this luxurious stuff, big cars and fancy houses and clothes and fur coats and jewels, and very soon they're broke again, right? And then they're selling this stuff for pennies on the dollar just to survive. Luxury is not appropriate for a fool, right? 11. A person's insight gives him patience, and his virtue is to overlook an offense. Right? Insight. You know what insight is? That's knowing. Right? I'll look that one up too. There's a stock called Insight. However, they don't just have a Merriam-Webster. The meaning of insight is the power or act of seeing into a situation. Penetration, how to use insight in a sentence. Yes. Being able to see into a situation, right? Interesting, huh? The insight gives you patience. Deferreth his anger, it says, right? You look ahead and know why. If you figure out why somebody is angry, not just they're angry and screaming, right? It gives you patience. And your virtue is to overlook an offense, right? 12. A king's rage is like the roaring of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. Kings. 13. A foolish son is his father's ruin, and a wife's nagging is an endless dripping. Right. Solomon wrote this, right? He had 700 wives. I can't even imagine. There's no way you can keep them happy. No way. Right? 14. A house and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a sensible wife is from the Lord. Right? We talked about that yesterday, about finding a wife. Right. And there's not too many people that leave houses and wealth to their kids anymore. It's just, they pretty much put an end to that, right? Didn't used to be that way. 15. Laziness induces deep sleep, and a lazy person will go hungry. There you go. Facts, right? Just the facts. 16. The one who keeps commands preserves himself. One who disregards his ways will die. His ways. Keep the command. Follow the Lord. It says follow the Lord, right? 17. Kindness to the poor is a loan to the Lord. He will give a reward to the lender. And it says this over and over again, right? If you're kind to the poor, if you do something to the poor, God will always pay you back more than you gave every time. Why don't more people give? They don't believe it, okay? But it's true, okay? 18. Discipline your son while there is hope. Don't be intent on killing him. That's highlighted. It's always highlighted when I read that. You have to discipline your kids when they are young. Like, by the time they are 8 years old, all their ways should be set, okay? And if they're not, if you let them get into the teenage years, getting in trouble and not following rules, you might as well be killing them, okay? 19. A person with great anger bears the penalty. If you rescue him, you'll have to do it again. Right? You're people that are just angry all the time for no reason. 20. Listen to counsel and receive instruction so that you may be wise later in life, right? Always take advice, okay? You don't have to use it, but always take advice. 21, many plans are in a man's heart, but the Lord's decree will prevail, right? God's going to have his way, right? No matter what you plan. You're best off praying about your plans before you carry them out. What is desirable in a man is his fidelity. Better to be a poor man than a liar. Fidelity. There's something else we can look up, huh? All these companies named Fidelity, and you just want to know what it means, right? See, they're all about fidelity. Go away. Let's look up the definition. Faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief demonstrated by continuing loyalty and support, right? Faithfulness to a partner. The degree of exactness with which something good is copied or reproduced, right? Faithfulness, right? Willing to stick to your grounds. Some people that lie and cheat to get money. Better to be a poor man than a liar, right? 23, fear of the Lord leads to life. One will sleep at night without danger. You get that? Fear of the Lord leads to life. Following the Lord, and that's eternal life, right? 24, the slacker buries his hand in the bowl. He doesn't even bring it back to his mouth. The lazy people. There's people that buy things just to have them, and they never use them. And then their house is pretty soon, after years, is full of stuff, and they treasure it, and it's turning into junk, and it's rotting away. But it's brand new, and it's mine, and I have it. Right? They won't even use the stuff they get. Right? 25, strike a mocker, and the inexperienced learn a lesson. Rebuke the discerning, and he gains knowledge. Okay? Discerning is people that good from evil, right from wrong, people that think about that and discern it in your spirit. You can do that. You can tell if something is good or bad. Right? So if you get a group of protesters, yelling and screaming, that's why they will, when the police come in, they will look very carefully at who's the one screaming the loudest and getting people to follow him, and they'll arrest that person. Okay? And the other people will learn a lesson. Well, he's getting arrested. I'm not going to do that. Right? What we have to do is tell a discerning, and he gains knowledge. 26, the one who assaults his father and evicts his mother is a disgraceful and shameful son. Right? One of the big 10 commandments is honor your father and mother. Right? And one of the only ones with a caveat in the thing, right? That you may enjoy a long life or something like that. 27, if you stop listening to correction, my son, you will stray from the words of knowledge. Never stop listening to correction, right? That's where discernment comes in, right? You can rebuke the discerning and he gains knowledge. It says up there in 25. Never stop listening to correction, or you will stray from the words of knowledge. Okay? You listen to the words of correction, then you discern whether it's good or bad. If it's bad, just don't use it, right? 28, a worthless witness mocks justice, and the wicked mouth swallows iniquity. Right? Drinking bad. Swalloweth up iniquity. There's a note over here. Taketh a pleasure and delighteth therein, as gluttons and drunkards in delicate meats and drinks. Right? The worthless witness mocks justice. And 29, judgments are prepared for mockers and beatings for the backs of fools. They will get there. And it says up here, they will fall eventually, right? So, there's 19. Let's see what we highlighted in here. The word integrity, right? And we looked it up. Always doing the right thing, sticking to your morals no matter what. Right? 3 is highlighted. A man's own foolishness leads him astray, yet his heart rages against the Lord. Right? Your own foolishness leads you astray, and you blame God. God, how could you let this happen? You have free will, you know. You can choose to follow me or choose not to follow me. Okay, we highlighted 8. The one who acquires good sense loves himself. The one who safeguards understanding finds success. It acquires a heart. He that possesseth understanding loveth his own soul, and keepeth wisdom to find goodness. Okay? He that is upright in judgment findeth favor of God. Right? Acquires good sense. Good judgment. Okay? That's where discernment comes in. Okay? 11. A person's insight gives him patience, and his virtue is to overlook an offense. Right? Can you overlook stuff? Just let it slide. Keep scrolling. Right? In today's language, just keep scrolling. 17 is highlighted. Kindness to the poor is a loan to the Lord, and he will give a reward to the lender. Right? If you give to the poor, you will always get back more than you gave every single time. Okay? The only place in the Bible where God says, test me in this. Right? Basically, I dare you to give to the Lord and see if you don't get back more than you gave. He didn't say more. He said, your barns will overflow. Okay? 18, discipline your son while there is hope. Don't be intent on killing him. Okay? You have to get them while they're young. Okay? It's a lot harder when they're older. Right? If they have to learn out in the world that they can't get away with stuff, and they get beaten and arrested and end up in jail. Is that your fault? Yeah, it kind of is, because you should have disciplined them while they were young. Okay? Looked up the word fidelity, right? Trustworthy, sticking to your morals. 23 is highlighted that the fear of the Lord leads to life. One will sleep at night without danger. Did you like that? Spend the night satisfied. The fear of the Lord leads to life. Right? That's what you need to know. There you go. That's what we highlighted. Okay. Stay tuned later today. I think we're in Mark 16 or something like that. Okay. This is the good part in the New Testament that we're going through today. Jesus raises from the dead. So that'll be a great study. Stay tuned for that. Give us a like if you think about it. But tomorrow we'll continue. See you then.